So they were pretty, what's another word for moist? I'm not sure. But anyway, so yeah. Hey guys, so Jules here. Just wanted to share an unboxing today. We got a new item to help with the figs that we have growing out there. So I got to thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know, we're not going to be able to eat that many figs, and we have people coming to help pick them, but we're thinking that it's going to be a little bit too much. So we decided to get a food dehydrator. Now this is not, I really kind of debated because I wanted a stainless steel one with the trays being stainless steel, because I know you're not supposed to heat with plastic and everything, but I didn't want to spend much money unless or until I find out whether I like things dehydrated. I've never owned a dehydrator. So I will say that it's packed pretty cool. It's in this plastic bubble stuff. It's like a bubble. It's just a plastic or like a, see? That's pretty cool. So it's packed very well. I'm gonna put the link down below if you guys are interested in this simple, inexpensive. It was like $72 for this dehydrator. Comes with manuals, user manual. Oh, that's a user manual, and this is recipes, which is pretty cool because I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never had one before, and so yeah, just a simple Elect Homes. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays on there. So that ought to be plenty for what we're going to be needing. So maybe I can do a recipe and just try it out, do an experiment with you guys on here with the figs. Maybe that's what I'm thinking I'm going to put in here, is to try to dehydrate the figs so we can keep them for a little bit. Have y'all ever had dehydrated figs? I don't think I have. So this will be a first as well. So now I'm a sweaty mess because I went out there and spent about 7-8 minutes picking just some figs that I saw were ripe. I've already got a gallon bag in there, and then I just picked this bowl full. Hey guys, Jules here. It is the next day from when I actually got the dehydrator. Back there's the dehydrator, and I've got figs ready to go. So I've got about 2.5 bags like this. See if you can see them, 2.5 bags like this. So I've already dumped some of them into a pot, because the first step to dehydrating the figs is to wash them really good and carefully. Okay, so I went ahead and washed some of the figs. I'm going to do it one small bowl at a time, and I'm going to use this metal strainer. And the next step is I've got the water boiling over there, and so then you take the metal strainer and you dip them in there for 30 seconds. Then you put them into an ice bath, and then you put them on paper towels and pat them dry. So that's what I'm about to do. Okay, so I have a mess over here, but I went ahead and dipped them in boiling water, put them in an ice bath. I didn't have a lot of ice, so I had to improvise. So hopefully that got cold enough to break down the skins. And then I put them over here, and I'm patting them dry. I had to remove some of them before I even dipped them because they were too far gone. And then even after I dipped them, some of them have broken down a little too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and use those anyway and just see how that goes. So now I'm gonna pat them all dry, and then I'm gonna take the stems off and quarter them. I might half some of them and I might quarter some of them just to kind of experiment with what we like best. And then I'm gonna put them in the dehydrator on single layer, not touching each other.
It's a lot of figs.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool, I think. So this is a lot of figs. I'm looking at the tray and I'm not sure that we're gonna fit them all. I mean, we may be able to fit them all, but it sure is a lot. So I guess we'll see as we go. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple of rows, a couple of trays quartered, and then I might do a couple halved, just for variety. So I think they look very pretty quartered though. They look very nice, I like it. So this is my first time ever using a dehydrator. And it's my first time ever with any experience with figs. So this will be an absolute beginner's experience here. There may be mistakes made, don't know yet. But hopefully they'll turn out nice. Okay, so I've prepared all of the figs and we've actually got an abundance left over. And we gave some of the ones that kind of broke apart out to the chickens. The chickens absolutely love the figs. So I'm reading the manual and it says connected to power, which I've done. Press the power button to begin the dehydrating process. Let's see, so I'm not sure, I'll have to look up how long to do these, so it's gonna be an all day thing to decrease the time from 30 minutes to 72 hours. Wow, to go to 72 hours. So you press the power button to begin the dehydrating. So I guess I better put the lid on. Okay, lid's on. And then I press the power button. Press the up or down. So 8 hours is probably good. And then press the time temperature. So it needs to be on 135. So it needs to be on 130. Oh, let me see. We'll put it on 131. Okay. Device. Okay, so it'll automatically start, I believe. So, okay. There we go. So let's see what it does. I've never used one before. This is a first for me, and I guess I'll check back in with you guys once we get. I'm gonna check it at 6 hours just to see, and then we'll just see how it goes. We might need to go to 8. They were pretty moist. Sorry, Kendall hates that word. Yeah, it started the countdown, so they were pretty. What's another word for moist? I'm not sure, but anyway. So yeah, okay guys, so I finished up the dehydrating the figs. Actually, I've got the big ones. I did some quarters and they're all finished. And then I did some halves and I'm leaving them in there an extra hour. And this is how much I was able to get from the quarters. Remember that it was way more than this amount right here. And this is what it came to. So I'm gonna put those into this jar along with the ones that are finishing up. We have 24 minutes left on them. And then we're gonna put a oxygen absorber in there when we get it. And there you go. I ended up having to do the bigger ones, the halves, for a couple of extra hours. It's been in there a little over an hour more than the other ones. And this is what I ended up getting. Hopefully they're dried enough. How do you know? They're pretty, but that was a lot of figs. And it barely even filled the jar halfway up. Isn't that crazy? I think some of them might not be dried quite enough. I guess we'll find out. And I just picked way more. That's a good bit. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's about halfway, almost halfway full in this stew pot. So it's a lot of figs. There's still a bunch on the tree. So maybe that helped you guys out. Maybe it didn't. You probably know a whole lot more than I do. But I'm trying to pick up some new skills and learn some new things. And so this was my experience with preserving figs. And thanks for watching. If you're still breathing, there's still hope. Is it on?